Welcome to the Trojan Hour on WIDU 1600 AM 99.7 FM. My name is Tori Quismondo, and I'm an instructor at Fayetteville Tech. We usually have a student host with us, Gianni, and the students are off for class. Classes are out. And he was prepared to come in today, and we were trying something new, and so Gianni hopefully, maybe will be back with us after the new year. I love having him here, so maybe we can get lucky. But today, you guys have me. My name is Tori Quismondo. I'm an instructor and department chair in the digital media department and simulation and game development. And I've got a question for you guys. Are you ready to take the next step in your future? Like, what a solid question, right? Are you? Are you future ready? Because if you are, Fayetteville Technical Community College is ready for you. And not just with an education. We're not limited, and we don't limit your potential, and we don't want you to suffer because of your circumstance. So we have with us on the show today Jennifer Hammond, who's from the foundation, and Jessica Krupa, who is a psychologist and is teaching, who is a school psychology teacher right now for us.
Who is a psychology instructor.
Let's get that
former
straight.
School psychologist.
Okay, there we go. So this is who we have on the show today, and we're going to kind of discuss some different opportunities that Fayetteville Tech has to offer for our students, some of the things that we do from them, and Jess is fairly new at Fayetteville Tech, and so it would be good to get her input and her point of view on some of the things that we do for the students. So I'm going to kind of hand it over to Jennifer first and let her introduce herself and what she does. So Jennifer, talk to us.
Thanks, Tori. My name is Jennifer McFadden Hammond. I am the Executive Director of Ftcc's Foundation and Institutional Advancement here at Ftcc. I'm also pretty new, started in August as well with the foundation after our longtime Executive Director Sandy Ammons retired.
I miss her, but I
Sandy
love having you.
Great. Well, thanks.
Yeah. No,
thanks.
it's like it's rolled over into something cool.
It has been such a blessing to come into Fayetteville Tech. Our campus is amazing. I know that Dr. Sorrells, who's the president of Ftcc, has really placed a lot of emphasis in making sure that our students can find a home on campus, making sure. One of his favorite stories that he likes to tell is something that Dr. Larry Keene, who was our previous president, would say, is that FTCC students were all about the 3 C's: getting in their car to come to campus, going to class, and then getting in their car to leave.
Oh, no, we don't want that to happen.
No,
we want to build a community
not.
for them, and I think we're really doing a pretty good job.
Yes, Our student services department has done an amazing job. Some of the things we've supported at the foundation is we have put swings and benches around campus.
Oh, yeah.
The Tony Rand Student Center has really gone through a total renovation, making it a more comfortable space, a cozier place. Our buildings have places for students to gather, places for them to, microwave their lunch or spend time studying. And I just love that that is there.
Let's ask Jess. Introduce yourself, Jess. I know you had to help me earlier because I knew I was going to get it not perfectly right. But introduce yourself, give us a little bit about what you do, and then I want us to continue this conversation about building community and the things that we do for our students because it's the holidays. And
Absolutely.
If there's one time that people feel a little bit left out, it's going to be like during the holidays. They might start to, feel like they can't reach out. But we do as much as we can for our students. So, Jess, why don't you introduce yourself?
So my name is Jessica Krupa. I'm a psychology instructor here on campus at FTCC. I've been here since August, but I've been in Fayetteville for the last 9 years. 8 years prior to this, I've been a Cumberland County school psychologist. And
That's a lot. You've probably seen it all.
Doing servants work.
It's a job that I'm still very passionate about. I have enjoyed this career shift though, to teaching, and it's been sometimes you just need a new something, and it's been a great new something. So
after you were at the school system for 9 years?
I had started my 9th year and then transitioned here.
Well, that's very cool. You bring a lot of experience with you, and so I think it's really cool to have that experience and that knowledge of working with a lot of the young children, the young students who would end up coming to Fayetteville Tech and becoming our students. So I think you kind of have a feel for some of them as well.
Absolutely. And it's only a matter of time before I see one of my former kiddos on my roster.
Right? Oh, I would be so
I
excited
love
for that. Yeah, I remember the first time that happened for me, and it was incredibly cool.
I think one of the other things that's really beneficial is that coming from the realm of school psychology, I have a wealth of knowledge working with students with disabilities. And I think that's also really benefited me in the classroom in terms of accommodating our kids and supporting them in the ways that they need.
I, in fact, have asked you for support on students that I did not know how to address certain things and needed a little bit of like nudging, you know, like what would be the best way to approach this?
Absolutely.
And you've been very helpful with that.
Thank
All right.
you.
So let's go back to, let's start off campus-wide. Is that cool? So we'll start off campus-wide, some of the things that we do for the students campus-wide. And what you had mentioned was, you know, the swings. I know my neighbor came to me and said, I just saw that Fayetteville Tech put up swings outside. That is the best thing I've ever seen. And you see the students out there swinging, and so we've set up these other places. What are some of the other things that we've made available so that the students can connect and communicate with each other and build community?
Sure. I will say that there are two really important resources available on campus. FTCC's food pantry is housed on campus. It's on the back of the Horace Sisk building.
On the access road.
Absolutely.
Yeah, so just
Yep.
come through that access road right off of Deaver.
Right off of Devers.
Yeah.
So the pantry is a really welcoming space. It's set up grocery store style. Students can visit once a month, and they shop based on family size. So whether they're a 1 to 2 family household or 3+ family household, and we are stocked full of non-perishables.
Does our community help us stock that as well as Fayetteville Tech, or how does that happen? How does
Sure.
that fill up?
We have incredible community support, especially this time of year. Our Allied Health Department at FTCC, that is their Christmas project. So yesterday they just announced how much that they had collected for FTCC's food pantry, which was just, my heart was so full and so happy.
Tell me how much. Now, do we validate this in shopping cart styles? Like, did they get 12 shopping carts? Like, because I'm not really, that is how I know to justify amount of groceries.
Sure.
So
basically, in our food pantry, all of our items are divided by category, like protein, vegetables, grains, fruits.
yeah, okay.
Individual serve items, which is really important because some of our students use, they
don't have a
don't necessarily
kitchen,
have a
maybe.
stove
Yeah, sure.
to
Right.
cook in, or a kitchen, or don't have the knowledge base to take, a meal and make a full meal from scratch. So those individual serve items are really crucial to their success. But basically the idea is every time they shop, they can get enough food to last for 3 to 5 days. So
Okay.
we are not designed to be
fully supporting you for the full month, even though you can come in once a month.
correct. It's more set up on an emergency need basis, but we ask.
Do they have to prove anything? Like, I go in, like, what if I go in and I say I'd like to get some groceries?
So they do have to prove that they are a student. However,
Okay.
our faculty and staff is absolutely welcome to use the food pantry.
are?
Yes, all you have to do is, for faculty and staff members that are listening, email us at the foundation and we can set up a time for you to shop discreetly off hours. So you can head to the food pantry. Our food pantry is usually open 11 to 5 Monday through Thursday, and I believe 10 to 12:30 on Friday. But we know that we have students of all ages. We've got the curriculum and continuing education, so not everybody is on campus during those time frames. So our security office can let students in or has some prepackaged food bags already available. So it's not an income-based thing, it's not a need-based thing, it's just a student thing. So you need to have your student ID to come in. So we do track that just to make sure that it is a student that is coming in, or of course a faculty and staff member. And then, we are just grateful for the opportunity. Lots of community partners. Food Lion Feeds is a tremendous partner of ours.
That's great.
Our board members have done through the Board of Trustees, have done a tremendous job of supporting the food pantry. Some of
Yeah.
our foundation events, some of that revenue stream is designated towards the food pantry, and we're working on some grant support from other area organizations
Now,
as well.
Jess, as a new instructor coming to Fayetteville Tech, how were you made aware of some of these resources, and do you make them known to your students? Do your students know about them? Kind of how does that roll out in the classroom?
So thinking about things like the food pantry, and I'm sure we'll talk about the success closet.
Yep.
During our new hire information, one of the things that they do is they take us down to the foundation to meet Jennifer and then to talk about all of the resources that are available through the foundation.
That's great.
During the recent government shutdown where there were that lapse in SNAP benefits, I actually had quite a few students that I directed towards the food pantry to make sure that they got all the support they needed to feed their families.
I'm so glad you did that. It was, we had unprecedented usage of the food pantry during the government shutdown. I mean, those 45-ish days, I don't have that number exactly right, but, you know, of course we have a lot of active duty military members at Fayetteville Tech, and the college went a long way in making sure that those students could continue their education when education benefits were not available. They made sure that military members and their military spouses could still continue their education to the tune of about, you know, well into the six figures that it cost the college to make sure that those students could continue their education.
Now we're going to kind of shift, and I want to talk about the success closet. But before we do that, I want to give you guys the phone number. It's 910-483-6111. And if you've got a question for any of us at Fayetteville Tech that's here, something that you think that we could answer, and we could answer quite a bit. We've got a pretty diverse panel going on here. But if you've got a question about things that we offer for our students, please give us a call, 910-483-6111. Now let's go back to the Success Closet. Jess, have your students used that?
So I'm not entirely sure, but I can say that I've actually directed a couple former colleagues to donate to it.
I love that.
Frequently, people reach out and they have all of these excess like professional clothes, and they're like, I don't know where to take them, and that's a perfect opportunity to donate some things that are going to go to a really good cause.
So Jennifer, that's kind of how that gets filled up. Is it instructor based only, or how does that work? Because I feel like somebody did, maybe Mr. Marsh. He had something where you could get like a brand new suit, like a custom made suit if you needed to on campus at one point.
That is new information to me, but how cool is that? But I will say our Success Closet, that's another thing completely free to our students. They can come in, and anytime they come in and shop, they can get 20 items. What
is it for? I mean, it's just regular clothes?
It is professional dress. So we don't have like jeans, athletic wear.
Do I have to have an appointment?
You don't have to have an appointment.
Interview. Do I have to have an interview? Do I have to prove to you that I have an interview so I can come and get professional dress?
You don't. It's more of a and it's not just for an interview. If you've recently gotten a job and that is not the type of clothing that is in your closet, you can come. It's typically open. It's right next door to the food pantry. Typically open in the same hours. But if you need to go off hours, you can call us at the foundation and we can set up an appointment for you. But I've got some breaking news for you guys.
Oh, breaking!
Don't we love this?
Mr. Paul, do you have that sound clip that's like? I mean, I could try to do it, but I just did try to do it. It's not great. So, all right, Jennifer, give us your breaking news.
So we are going to do a Success Closet fashion show on campus on April 15th. We have a scholarship program at FTCC Foundation called our Tom McLean Ambassador Program.
Yes.
So that's kind of one of the highest scholarship honors at FTCC.
I encourage my students strongly. Jess, I'll tell you all about it.
Yes, to apply. Yes. Absolutely. And our scholarship application will be opening up in about the February timeframe.
So, I already got that written down.
Yes. So
I force my students to do it.
As they should.
If they're face to face.
Money is available.
Everybody sit down.
Apply.
And now let's take care of this. Yeah.
But one of our Tom McLean ambassadors had this great idea to do a fashion show for the Success Closet, showing students how they can utilize items in the Success Closet to match their own style to be professional dress. A lot of students don't necessarily know what that means. And professional dress is evolving. Absolutely, right? You don't necessarily see job interviews where you have to come in a full suit.
Do you know when I first started teaching at Fayetteville Tech, which has been quite some time ago, it was 20 some years ago, I wore dress suits pantsuits
Did
every
you?
day, every day. I couldn't imagine dressing like that now because I just don't. I mean,
Right.
that's not, we don't have that same requirement.
Sure.
So, so it's definitely evolved.
So the fashion show, the whole idea is to bring awareness to the Success Closet, both from a hey come shop and a hey come donate, because you mentioned, Jess, that there are, people donating, they have these professional dress clothes sitting in their closet, but three-piece suits don't necessarily move. They kind of sometimes sit in the
Although
Success
I might
Closet
take
to
a
die.
vest from a three-piece suit. So is this how your fashion show is going to go down and
Yes.
turn it into something for
We're
me?
gonna talk about
mix and match it with
upcycling.
something else. Yeah, let's
Yes.
upcycle that stuff and make it fun. I have upcycled so many clothes
How you
this
can
year.
take a pair of men's dress suits, turn it into a really, a skirt or a nice pair of.
Wait, do y'all have a sewing machine down there?
We don't, but that's another thing we're going to incorporate is helping students figure out these skills. So
And we could
do
always
have
send them to Con Ed. Con Ed's got a
correct.
class for
we
that.
have sewing. So we're trying to incorporate all of these different areas on campus in
that's
addition to
cool.
the Success Closet to show students how they can get creative, how they can express themselves, and what's available. But like I said, we do have a lot of donations of, people are retiring. They've had the same professional dress for 25 years, and that's what they donate to the Success Closet.
Oh, yeah, and
is
that's not my style. I'm just going to be honest. That wouldn't be my
correct.
style.
Correct. So what we definitely encourage too is when you think of professional dress, maybe dress shirts all the way, cardigans,
Yeah.
nice tote bags so you can pop your laptop or your notebook in there,
Yeah.
belts, shoes, like scarves or jewelry or things like something that will elevate your outfit. Because if you have a basic white dress shirt,
Yeah.
you can accessorize
You can
it
turn that
in
into
all
so
of
many
these
things.
ways. Dress shoes go very quickly, and those are definitely things. Gently
However,
used
I do
dress
want to say
shoes.
that style keeps evolving
I know, I
back
got my
around
sneakers
until
on-
yeah,
my
I know,
sneakers
right?
on today.
I wish I still had some of my stuff from like my college days. I'd be wearing it right now.
Yes, I just bought my daughter Birkenstock clogs,
Yeah.
and I'm like, this was me 25 years ago in
Yeah.
high school. That
Yeah.
this were my prized
Just rolls
possession,
right
and now
back
that's
around.
what's on her Christmas list.
Now, Jess, if you were to think about like how it affects students that don't listen, you guys, I saw this. Okay, now I'm going somewhere with this, so just hold tight with me. I was doom scrolling on social media last night, and I
As
saw
one
this
does.
story, and I could not get it out of my head. There was a kid who kept missing school because their clothes were dirty. And they did not understand why the kid kept missing school. And so once they got to the root of why the kid was missing school is they felt dirty and they didn't want to come to school and they didn't want to get bullied or they didn't want people to think that they smelled or whatever the case might be. And so did you realize that they got some sponsors and they brought in washing machines and now the kids can go to school and wash their clothes? And what a super cool idea and thought process and just basic way to know that real life doesn't stop at the classroom door, that they were going to continue to help students.
Absolutely.
So Jess, have you ever encountered, maybe not necessarily in your classroom specifically, but with students in general, that they have run into things that have caused them not to want to come to school? Could you maybe elaborate or talk on the psychological aspect of that? Is that the right way to say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, cool.
So thinking about that example that you just gave, actually, frequently on social media, I've actually seen reach out from some of the local churches where they will host a laundry day at the local laundromats where
Yeah.
they will they say, bring in your clothes and we will help you wash them. We will pay for them to be washed. So there are definitely some community resources out there, even in our community, to help support that kind of stuff. But I've actually dealt a lot with kids in the past that have had some difficulties getting to school because of anxiety surrounding school, and trying to put some supports in place to help support that kind of thing. One of the best supports that you can put in place is to try to connect students to each other. When you have friends at school, when you have community.
Get rid of those 3 C's, right, Jennifer?
Get rid of 'em.
Car, class,
Exactly.
car. Yeah.
When you have connections to other students, that increases the likelihood that you are going to enjoy coming to school and you're going to have things to look forward to. Enjoying your classes is important, but having extra community community and support is important as well.
And then you brought up earlier to me something about Fayetteville Tech does offer, what was it that you were talking about with maybe Miss Bell or something like that? Yeah.
So Fayetteville Tech also has a wellness program where they offer counseling. Fayetteville Tech actually employs a licensed clinical mental health counselor. Her name is Shauna Bell, and she actually offers free counseling to FTCC students.
That's incredible because I go to therapy. I've got counseling. I do that. I encourage my child to do that. I think it's really super important, but there's a cost.
Right.
There very often is a cost that goes along with that and a waiting list these days. So for Fayetteville Tech to offer that to students.
And you can actually schedule an appointment
Is it
online.
free? You said it's free? Yeah.
Absolutely. The website also noted that they allow walk-ins as well, but you definitely can schedule an appointment online.
And they're located in the library, Paul S. Thompson Library, and it's downstairs. And there's a wellness room there too. So it's, it's a great space. It's kind of a calm environment. So if you've got a student or if you are a student, final exams just finished.
Absolutely.
But that is really stressful,
Oh, yeah.
So if you just need a minute, I think she's got coloring sheets, she's got like hot chocolate, so it's just a really good space.
They had open mic for a while, and I did some open mic about my cat when she passed. No, it was really funny. It was kind of a rap song about my cat.
It's your own version of therapy. I love that.
It was, and it was okay. And I love that she will offer those other things. Now, I just want to encourage you guys, if you have questions for us, please give us a quick call, 910-483-6111, and ask questions about maybe some of the things that Fayetteville Tech has to offer and some of the things that we do for our students. And I'm going to give about one last minute to Jess before we roll out of here on a quick break. Jess, is there something else that you said that maybe there's anxiety that stops students from coming in? Maybe it's their clothes aren't clean. Maybe they don't have a ride. And then we can guide them to Miss Bell.
Absolutely. And something that I think is worth talking about, you mentioned the wellness room, but also around finals week and midterms week, they offer a lot of activities for students too to help de-stress. And that's so important to just be on the lookout for activities that are offered on campus to help support that.
Yes, Richard McDonald with Yes, Hannah Pless and Tamika Munn with the student services team.
Absolutely.
We have just such rock stars on campus that are so focused on
Literally,
the well-being of
all
our
you have to do
students.
is get a ride there. Just get a ride to
And if
school.
you don't have a ride, come to the foundation and we can give you bus passes.
Oh, no way.
Free of charge. Go through Marvin Price's office. We have 30-day and semester bus passes available to students.
So
in
all
need.
you've got to do is make it to the bus stop. Oh, that's great.
And
That's
those
fabulous.
bus passes get you not just to class, but also to the grocery store, to work. Depending on where your schedule
wow.
is. It's
That's
not just
to
limited
work?
to get. It's not just limited to getting you from your house to to class. It's an unlimited bus pass for that 30 days or for the semester.
That's fabulous.
Great. Yeah, that is. Now, we've got to take a short break, but when we return, we will continue to talk about the different opportunities at Fayetteville Tech. We'll hit up some scholarships. And so we will be right back with the Trojan Hour on WIDU 1600 AM, 99.7 FM.
Hi, this is Chaplain John Staples from Warrior Family Ministry, and I'd like to welcome you to Wake Up at WIDU.
Hello, this is Dr. Smith, Warrior Family Chaplain Minister. You listen to WIDU, and this is Wake Up.
Hello, this is Chaplain Joyce James from Warrior Family Chaplain Ministries, and you're listening to Wake Up at WIDU 1600 AM.
President Donald Trump will make another visit to North Carolina later this week. In a social media post, Republican U.S. Senate candidate Michael Whatley says the president will speak at an event Friday in Rocky Mount. North Carolina State Auditor Dave Bolick says the state needs to do a better job of accounting for dollars spent, including for hurricane relief, like with Florence and Matthew and Helene. With temperatures that have dropped and families gathering for the holidays, doctors are preparing for an expected increase in flu cases as people spend more time indoors. New Hanover County commissioners voted unanimously on Monday to approve the purchase of 28 acres of Western Bank property along the Cape Fear River across from downtown Wilmington. Researchers at Duke University, including Heather Stapleton, have found that some firefighter gear is made with chemicals called brominated flame retardants that pose a health risk. Mike Rayleigh, NCI News.
I'm Peter Killeen, WIDU Radio News. A woman found dead in the woods along Bragg Boulevard Monday morning has sparked an investigation that includes members of the Fayetteville Police Department's homicide unit. According to a news release from police, officers responded to a call about a suspicious death, the 3900 block of Bragg Boulevard, just before 8:30 a.m. Monday morning. When police and EMS arrived at the scene, according to police, officers found the body of a woman they say appeared to have been living in the wood line. Her identity has not yet been released by police. 2 people are recovering after a car crashed in Grays Creek in Cumberland County. This happened just after 2 Sunday afternoon on I-95 near the 46-mile marker northbound. Investigators say when they got to the scene, they found a car there split in half. The driver and a passenger both rushed to the hospital with life-threatening injuries. Cause of the crash still under investigation. From WIDU Radio, I'm Peter Killeen.
Good morning. We're off to a chilly start. It's another sunny and cool day, but at least it's a bit milder. Highs are in the mid to upper 40s. Tonight, it's partly cloudy. Lows are in the upper 20s to lower 30s, so it won't be quite as cool. And tomorrow, we'll see an increase in cloud cover. High temperatures increase as well into the mid to upper 50s ahead of our next front arriving Thursday night. I'm meteorologist Kat Campbell in the Weather Center.
Wake up, catch the vision, join the team. This is Pastor Reginald Johnston of My Father's House Christian Church right here in Fayetteville. We want you to wake up and join the team. Behold, how good and pleasant it is for brethren to dwell together in unity. It's good when we come together. We're one body, many parts. We desire that you wake up and join the team. It's good to be a part of Wake Up. Wake up, join the team. We will see you in Jesus' name. God bless you.
Hi, this is T.W. Campbell.
And I'm Patricia Campbell
of the Refuge Community Church, located at 2314 L.A. Dunham Road here in the God bless city of Fayetteville, North Carolina. You can reach us at area code 910-483-6477. We're here to invite you to our early morning service each Sunday morning beginning at 8:30 in the morning. Our prayer is at 6 o'clock. Our intercessory prayer, Bible studies at 7 o'clock, which now is our Sunday school at night, and which we call the Word on Wednesday. Come and be a part of a growing community. In Jesus' name.
Amen.
I'm Marshall Pitts, and I'm the oldest.
Marshall Pitts, the middle and the greatest.
I'm Myron Pitts, and I'm the youngest.
And we are
MP3.
I want to say to everybody, please have a safe and happy holiday season out there. Eat a lot, spend a lot of time with your family and friends, and just enjoy the season.
Forget everything he just said. The holidays are about family, friends, and food. Please enjoy.
And I would say that use this time to become even closer to the people you cherish in your life, and take time to enjoy just the simple blessings.
And again, you always want to be so deep when everybody was being lighthearted, but that's okay. I'm Marshall Pitts.
I'm Marshall Pitts.
I'm Myron Pitts.
And we are
MP3. Happy holidays.
'Tis the season to make your season shine. This year, give your holiday lights and your wallet a little extra sparkle. Switch from old incandescent string lights to bright energy-saving LEDs and enjoy the glow that lasts. LED decorative light strings use 96% less energy and can last up to 10 times longer. And here's the real gift. From November 1st through December 31st, you can earn up to $40 in PWC bill credits just for making the switch. That's more sparkle and less waste. Hey, and while you're lighting things up, celebrate the season with PWC at Fayetteville's favorite holiday events. Grab your tickets and head to Segra Stadium for the Fayetteville Woodpeckers Holiday Lights. Or bring the whole family to Christmas in the Park at Arnett Park, a free event powered by PWC and packed with holiday magic. Let's make this season shine together. Learn more about all PWC energy-saving incentives at faypwc.com.
in local dia. In Latin, local dia means this is the house of the Lord. In local, passway every vida. This is Psalm 123. The Lord is my shepherd. This is Dr. Smith from Warrior Family Ministry. Loving on all y'all again. May God bless you.
This is Bishop Johnny Ray Jr. of the Churches of Worship Worldwide, Apostle J.A. McDonough, 2118 Owen Drive. And we are proud to be a part of the Wake Up. Come and join the team.
Welcome back to the Trojan Hour on WIDU 1600 AM and 99.7 FM. We're here today with Jennifer Hammond from the Foundation at Ftcc and Jessica Krupa, who is a psychology instructor. I've got so many psychological questions, jokes, puns. I don't know. I'm not understanding, but I'm starting to learn very, very slowly. So we're going to start off this half of the show with a little bit of talk about scholarships and opportunities for scholarships and how they come about. And then we're going to shift just a little bit to the psychological aspects of that and how students can connect with each other by joining clubs. You'd be amazed like how that really helps build the community within students so that they feel comfortable and enjoy coming to campus so they're not doing car class and car. So yeah, let's do this. So if you've got questions for us or want to make a comment, we are at 910-483-6111. All right, now we're going to hit up Jennifer for just a second because I understand that there are cycles of things. You know, life goes up and down and up and down, but I did not realize that scholarships come in a cycle as well.
Absolutely.
Like, I thought that you would apply for a scholarship before school started because then you start school and then your money's there. But is that how that works? Or
Sort of.
Okay.
Sort of. So we do have a scholarship cycle. At the foundation, we manage over 300 scholarships and funds, some of which are endowed, others of which are kind of annual. They go through every year.
Wait, what's an endowed?
An endowed scholarship is basically a donor or a group of donors comes together and basically plants a seed for the scholarship. So to create an endowed scholarship with FTCC's foundation, it's a $20,000 seed, typically paid over...
Oh, we're not starting little.
No.
Oh, okay.
Over 3 years. And then basically the interest from that principal investment is what goes to pay the scholarships in perpetuity. So that initial award is there, and then the interest gained is how every year these scholarships are awarded.
What happens to that $20,000?
It lives there in investment, earning interest, and growing.
That's kind of cool.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool. I will not be investing in that. I'm really sorry.
That is
if you
okay.
have one that starts at like $10, I'm down.
Hey, every little bit helps for sure. And then our annual scholarships, typically we ask for a $600 investment, which can be split however it needs to be between one student or two students.
Oh, that's cool.
More, it's basically up to our donors' wishes. So you can, anyone can establish a scholarship with
like
FTCC's
random person
foundation. Literally
says,
anyone.
I just want to help a student.
Yes, or they say, my late father was really interested in carpentry, so I would like to start a scholarship in my dad's honor for a carpentry student.
You know what? Don't give me flowers when I die. I mean, really, I don't want you to give me flowers
Don't
when I die.
appreciate them anymore, right?
I'm not even there to look at them, so I don't want them, but I would think it would be really, really cool if instead of flowers, people sent money to somebody that it could help.
For a memory to live on through scholarship, through supporting our students.
Oh,
so
that's amazing.
Lots of area organizations have scholarships. Fayetteville Area Home Builders Association, Plumbing Association, a lot of paralegal, dental.
So even local businesses come to you and say, like, I'm a local plumber. I want to give a little scholarship. Maybe I could also find a great plumber to work for me after this is over?
Yes. We are all about cross collaboration, figuring out how to get our students in school, how to keep them in school, and then how to support them once they have graduated through different departments on campus. So,
all right, now I got you off a little bit.
That's okay.
Because we talked about scholarships having a cycle.
Yes.
And so this cycle goes around, but you said February. I mean,
around
to me, that's
February,
Valentine's Day.
Right, around between February and March.
Oh,
is
maybe
when
that's when we show the love.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah, we show the love of money in February.
That's right.
And that's your scholarship time.
And that is when the application window is open. It is a general application. Students get alerted in their emails. We also make a big push with so Jessica was a school psychologist, but we also work hand in hand with the guidance counselors at area high schools.
Oh, the high school students can apply?
Absolutely, because they would be coming to FTCC for, that may, they're not sure what their plans are, or they may want to use FTCC as a bridge between high school and a 4-year institution, get those gen ed requirements out of the way, or gain an associate's degree that will then help them. It just takes a significant financial burden off the student to utilize FTCC, our amazing faculty, our amazing instructors, getting those classes in a way that is more attainable for their family's financial situation. It's a whole lot less expensive to come to FTCC for some of those classes than it is to start at a 4-year institution.
So now you guys have someone that works in the foundation, and her name is Eileen.
Eileen Hatch. We love her.
Eileen,
we
yes.
love her.
Have
Our
you
entire
had-
staff is great, but Eileen, that is her job.
I mean, you guys have an amazing. Everyone that works in that office is quite amazing.
Megan Peterson, Jo Beth Maryhugh. I have a dream team. I could not have stepped into a more wonderful
I
group
walk in there
of
just so
women.
I can get good vibes and leave.
And we have snacks.
But now,
Yeah.
what? I have not left with snacks.
You have to ask, but they're there.
Oh my
Good
goodness.
snacks too.
Well, I'd save them for the next person anyway, probably. But now, Jess, have you had Miss Eileen come to your class yet?
I don't think so.
So
we
we
will
could set
set it
this
up.
up.
Absolutely. She can come talk to students about scholarship opportunities.
Yes, and
It
how
is-
to fill out the application.
Yep, it's a general application, and then you kind of our system is smart, and it is geared towards, okay, if you qualify for XYZ scholarship, you are kind of automatically placed in that bucket so that you could be considered for that scholarship. So just because you know about one scholarship doesn't mean there aren't 3 or 4 others that could potentially apply to you. So a strong application gets you considered for lots
So
of
just remember,
opportunities.
February, the month of love and money.
Perfect.
We
Reach
have-
out in early February.
Yeah,
That's right.
We'll have Eileen can come to. She comes to my classes and she helps guide my students. This is where you click, right?
Yeah.
This is how, because if they don't have that little push, sometimes that little encouragement, they're not going to do it. And now let me just explain to you that last year I had a student come to me and say, I was too embarrassed to go to the food pantry, and I did the scholarships that you made me do, right? I mean, they're not that, it's not tough. It's like you go in and you fill out like one application, and like you said, it's a smart thing, and so it will filter out to all these other opportunities for the student and basically apply for a bunch of scholarships for them through one application.
Well, and I'm sure, Jess, like, it's sometimes the hardest part is the first step. Like
Absolutely.
you're so nervous, you're so scared, you've never done it before, you're just not sure what to expect. So having somebody that can tell you, or giving you that little extra
push,
nudge that you may not have done on your own.
Your friend's doing it.
Yeah.
Let's do peer pressure, positive peer pressure.
Look, but
your friend applied for the scholarship.
yeah, but then if you're awarded the scholarship, it's a seamless transition. It goes straight to the business office, which gets applied directly to your account, so it's not like there are steps in between.
Oh, yeah. And that student got a little tiny return from that scholarship.
Yeah.
They had just enough, and they got this little tiny return, and he said, I went grocery shopping. I went grocery
That's
shopping,
huge.
and I was so happy that I had the opportunity that I could do that and take care of myself, and I didn't have to depend on somebody else. But it was because of the scholarship that you had me fill out. And I thought, wow, that's saying a lot.
It's huge. It's
So, but the money gets released in the fall. So they apply in February, but it's for fall start?
Correct. So
okay.
the February-March cycle is for the 26-27 school year.
Okay.
Some of the scholarships are split between fall and springs. They're dependent on program. Everything kind of runs a little bit differently, but all of those. So you apply now for next
Is there
school
a
year.
maximum amount that you could get? Oh, wait, hold on. We've got a caller on the line.
We have a caller on the
line. Let's see what they have a question about. Mr. Paul, are you going to help us with this? Sure. Okay.
Hello.
Oh, I need to say hello. Oh, it's like an old style telephone. Hello.
Hello. This is Dr. Sonny Kelly. Can you hear me?
Oh my goodness, Dr. Kelly. Yes, we hear you.
Hey, folks.
Are you? What are you calling in for today?
Yeah, I was calling in because I'm a teacher, and I'm really concerned about making sure my students get what they need. What about students who have food insecurity? Just, they can't afford the meal, much less to get to campus.
Yep, food pantry is available on campus. It's in a discrete area of campus. Students are allowed to visit once a month.
I like that they put it on the access road. That access road, you don't know where people are visiting. They could be visiting 7 different buildings. You have no clue where they're actually going to. So when they pull into that access road and kind of park back there discreetly, people don't always know that you're there or what you're there for, because there's also classes that are on those buildings and different, other different things. So
Absolutely. And we've set it up as a grocery store style environment, so students can go in and pick the things that they like, because students who have their bellies full just do better in classes altogether. We want to make sure that is one less barrier that they have to success on campus. And then, potentially maybe they take the next step and get involved in different clubs and different areas on campus and really form a community, which then, increases their quality of life and their educational experience.
And I love that we can have education with a support system. What were you going to add, Jess?
They're being able to pick what they take home is so important. We have so many students that have so many different needs that we don't think about. And sensory needs can be such a barrier when it comes to food insecurity.
Sensory needs. Oh yeah, I've got a child with some sensory things that are going on. Hey, Dr. Kelly, I want to thank you for calling in today. Did we answer your question? Do you have anything else?
You did. I just want to thank you for taking care of our students. I like you said, empty bellies, right? My last question is this. How often can they use the pantry, and are there certain hours? I'm sure there are.
There are certain hours. Students at this time can visit once a month. So we do track that usage. So if you visited in November, you can come back in December, come back this month.
What if I come back in November again?
If there is a true need and the student has other resources that have not been able to help them, then they call us at the foundation directly. It does help if they have a teacher, an advisor, an instructor.
So stay connected. Everything we're saying is like stay connected.
Yes.
Stay connected to your friends. Stay connected to your teachers. Stay connected.
Absolutely. And I'd love to encourage our faculty and staff, if you see a student that is really struggling, and there are small things that we could potentially do to make their educational experience better, let's keep those lines of communication open. The foundation does have emergency assistance for financial hardships, in true, not a lack of planning, not a poor budgeting, but in a true, we've had a medical emergency. I had to put new tires on my car, which means I can't afford food anymore. Now, those kinds of things we can support also.
Sonny he's still on the line with us.
Hey.
So we want to make sure that that they can go, if they're not remembering this, it's not stuck in their head. If you just Google Fayetteville Technical Community College or FTCC, and you go to the search in the top right corner, and you just type in foundation.
Yep.
It's going to take you to their site. It's going to take you so that you can get additional information, and it's going to have a lot of really great stuff on there so that it can help them connect if they've never connected before.
Absolutely. And the Marvin Price, Richard McDonald, Dr. DeSandra Washington, they've done an excellent job compiling a list of community resources
Community
as well.
resources are huge, especially through Marvin. Thank you so much, Sonny. Thank you for calling us today and asking that question and getting us to get that information out there.
Thanks for helping me take better care of my students. God bless y'all.
Yeah,
You too.
God bless you. All right, so we're going to... So we've got scholarships.
Yep.
You've got endowed scholarships and regular scholarships, and scholarships are free money.
Scholarships are free money to students, and I would just like to give such an incredible thank you to our community supporters, our area businesses, FTCC's Board of Trustees, and the Foundation's Board of Directors. We live in such a generous community, and it is such a pleasure to be able to help students set themselves up for success in the workforce later.
Now, a lot of these scholarships that you're talking about through the foundation are for curriculum only. And what curriculum is, if you're going to get an associate degree or you're going to get a diploma or something like that. But we do have other classes at Fayetteville Tech, which are called...
So we have career and continuing education.
Continuing education,
on that
okay.
side of campus. And there are financial resources available for those students as well. Those are discussions that are better handled with the financial aid office
Okay.
or with the continuing education
So if I wanted
department
to come and take
themselves.
sewing or pottery, or maybe I needed to get recertified in something for, I think we do teacher certification and all
We
that kind of
have-
stuff.
I mean,
but I do not have the funds to do that. I would not go to the foundation. I would go to.
You would not go to the foundation.
Okay.
You would work with the continuing education department directly.
Okay.
That is not my area of expertise. I would love to say it is. But
But
there
they're
are,
not. We didn't leave them out. I mean,
No,
they
no,
have
no, no.
plenty of opportunity, right?
There are lots of opportunities there as well, especially.
They're just not on a cycle.
Correct.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah.
So lots of ways for students to find success, even if they don't necessarily have the resources there. Lots of area businesses have helped. Some, if you are going to work for a certain business, but you need certification to be able to get in that job, those businesses.
they do have
There
that.
are apprenticeship opportunities with
Yeah,
lots
it's a
of
lot.
area businesses. So don't think that just because you're not sure how to pay for it, that the opportunity is lost for you. Please
Well,
give us a call
oh,
and
yeah.
see if, call the foundation.
We are
call
future ready. Like
curriculum,
that's our
future
that is
ready.
our new slogan that we've recently put out
Yes.
under Dr. Searles, and I think it really portrays who we are. So we not only want the students to come in, get connected, and make friends and know their
Yes.
advisor and get a job, but continue on through the future and even come back for recertification later on and all these
Absolutely.
other opportunities that
Utilize
will help
us.
them continue.
Yes.
And while they're there on campus, they could join a club. And there are a
Yes.
lot of clubs. There's so many clubs on campus that get our students connected and join together. And one of them, Jess helps me out with very much, and I love it, is the digital media and game development club. And these students in that club, they're quite amazing. And so they have developed games. They have won competitions. They have won video competitions with the Lafayette Society.
Your kids
So-
are, and I say kids,
really cool.
I'm a parent, so I call anyone that is
Oh, yeah.
younger than me a kid.
Yeah, well, even if they're older than me, I might
They
still
may
call
still-
them. But, they are students, and I love all of them. I mean, just the
Absolutely.
incredible connection that I have with those students.
And they're such a great group of students.
I mean, really,
It has been part of the pleasure of my first semester getting to know them all.
that is so sweet. Jessica came over like randomly or sent me an email one day and was like, hey, I found this club and it's your club and I would like to be a part of it. And I was like, come on, let's do it. And then we've got like we've got someone from across campus who is not just teaching in the game development and digital media area. So it's really kind of nice. But you guys have your own club, and I've got a joke for you. You don't have to tell me if it's funny or not. So, all right, so here we go. Why did the Community College Psychology Club host its annual bake sale right outside of the campus cafeteria?
I don't know. Why did they do that?
Because they heard it was the best place to observe impulse control and decision making under hunger pressure.
Oh.
All right, I did not laugh at that joke whenever I first told it to her because I was like, I don't even get it. So help me out with this. Like, what is all this psychological aspect of things, and what does the psychology club do? Do they talk about psychology? Do they participate in stuff? I don't understand.
So, the Psychology Club just quite a few different factors. I would say two of the main factors that we focused on this year. Our students have actually been really passionate about having discussion about topics, and they have decided that they want to bring a topic to club and kind of like pre-prep what they might discuss about it. And we talk about the psychology of various things. One of the things that we have recently talked about is like the psychology of the death penalty and like how that focuses. And we had a really, really wonderful group discussion. Thinking about things that are coming up in the spring, the club also goes to the Carolinas Psychology Conference, and that is a psychology conference specifically for psychology students. It's held at Campbell University.
Oh, that's
in
cool.
April. Yeah. And
is there a fee for that? Maybe we could do a scholarship through the foundation. I don't know. I'm
Set up
asking.
your discretionary fund.
I'm just trying
Absolutely.
to keep us connected.
All of our students that are in the psychology club are welcome to attend. And if there is a fee associated, that's something that the club pays for. In terms of what it's for, it's an opportunity for students to present their own original research in a very low-key environment, because you're surrounded and presenting to other students. So it's a good introduction opportunity for presenting research.
So realistically, this
practicing those
situation
workforce
about
skills.
a bake sale
Absolutely.
and impulse buying and being hungry could be research.
It could be.
I thought it was just a bad joke.
Something that's kind of interesting about our psychology club here at FTCC in terms of that conference is the conference hosts a trivia contest, and for the last 2 years in a row, the FTCC psychology club has won.
So we're great at trivia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Absolutely.
That's awesome.
But how neat that these students have the opportunity to practice work life experience in a low pressure situation.
Yeah.
You know, they'll be better prepared for the next step in whatever it is, because all of those skills are transferable.
Absolutely.
Right?
And it's something that you can put on your resume, on your CV, to prepare you for continuing education at a university, for future job skills.
Right.
Absolutely.
So many entry level jobs say, experience needed. So to be able to say, well, I do have experience, I did this, and then, then you've got these kids who are like, well, how can I get a job that
without
requires
having
experience if I don't have any experience, because no one will hire me. So those are the kinds of barriers to entry that you're removing.
Yeah.
Love it.
You won't get your first job until you've had your first job.
Yeah.
I mean, and I know that sounds really weird, and that's not a joke. I mean, it's almost like because just like what you said, they're going to ask for experience. But if you can roll that back into saying, I did research for this and I presented it at this association, I mean, that is a way for you to roll in experience so that you can prove yourself. We've got about 2 minutes left. Is there anything else that you want to pull in? The psychological aspect of all of this stuff is so interesting to me. And I could talk about that all day. So bye, Mr. Paul, and we're just going to take over. Just kidding. So
we've been talking a lot about supporting students, and I think something we've talked about from the college's perspective, but talking a little bit about students supporting other students. One of the things that the psychology club did around midterms is they hosted a essential oil bracelet making.
Oh, that's cool.
It was really cool. And we talked about the calming effects of essential oils, and we talked about study tips and ways to stay calm under pressure. And I think
some of these students put a lot of pressure on themselves. I almost had one with a breakdown over a 4.0.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because this is their chance. This is their opportunity, and we're giving them that opportunity, and they get really excited, but also really anxious. So I'm glad the psychology club did that. It's cool.
Absolutely. There's a lot of opportunities on campus to provide support, whether it's from staff members or from other students.
That's awesome. Any last little things that you want to bring on there about scholarships for the foundation? I know that you wanted to make sure that you thanked the board for all of their support that they have.
We have a 26-member board at the foundation. Every single one of them is so invested in student success, in transforming the lives of our students and increasing their opportunities. Our board of trustees at Fayetteville Tech is also so student focused, so student, just really making sure that our community is set up for a stronger workforce, that job opportunity is available, and that our students have what they need to succeed.
We're definitely here for the community. We are here for them. So thank you for listening to today's show. Thank you, Jennifer, and thank you, Jessica. We will return with the Trojan Hour next month, and maybe we'll be lucky enough to have Gianni back with us. This is WIDU 1600 AM.